Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the street stocks here at USA. Ran a decent timing practice. Hopefully we can stay around this time for qualifying because the track's starting to get worn in already. The fastest I ran earlier in my other practice was a 26.340, but that was with like the middle pretty worn out, and the bottom wasn't really worn out that time, but the bottom's already starting to get a little bit worn out in 1 and 2 at this track already. And 3 and 4 I can kind of hook the bottom still, so it's alright. But this track we didn't start out with any lines in the corners, but it was so worked in already to where we just barely started doing any practice laps. It started to wear in. But gonna try to do what we can, get right to the bottom, try to keep the car straight. I get my left front barely on the grass there, but don't get the backs on there because it'll start to just spin the tires and try to spin you out. Try to get to the bottom here in 3 and 4. It was not a very good 3 and 4. I was way too high through there. I like to be like hugging the inside wall. But it'll be okay for qualifying, I think, because then our lap at least counts. 582, ran a little bit quicker than we did in practice. So that's not too bad, and I messed up 3 and 4 a little bit. So far, like 1.15 faster in second currently. Oh, I went way too deep into that. I like to let off to get the back end to kick around, but I was on the gas a little too long. Slid up through the slick in 3 and 4 once again. Second lap was a 7:36, so that was like right around their times for second and third, basically. But hopefully we can hold on to the pole. They did add the ready to race thing, so that would be nice. We only have one guy left to qualify. If he doesn't want to qualify, he hopefully hits that button. Other than that, we have 3 minutes, but I'll pick it up and we're getting ready to go green. Alright, we fell on the second. The 9 car ran a really good second lap and got above us, so it's going to be a fight to try to get by him. Hopefully, we can be more consistent than he can, and that's how we can win this race, hopefully. I've lost this race before, though, being like way out in the lead, and then the top side starts to really work its way in, and then people just start ripping that, so... Should be a fun race. I always enjoy this track. These also have a new damage model, which I'll be interested to see if there's any wrecks in this race, which there probably will be. USA usually has some. These do have one fast repair as well. I just did a UMP race that had cautions, and we had a fast repair, so don't know if these are going to have cautions or not. I would think maybe, yes, because normally it's a C-Class race, and they do. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more. During week 13, they have the street stocks, the UMPs, they're changing tracks every day. And then in my last race, I did say that they weren't having any weird races. I didn't see any, but I didn't look hard enough because there's one race called Super Slide. And I thought that was just like the super late models, so I never really looked at it. But I was informed by somebody else that those are actually the Pro 2 Light trucks, which are really fun to run on dirt, like a dirt oval. So we'll probably end up running that later in the week for sure. Because those were a lot of fun last week 13 too. I just wish that they were doing the like skip barber cars again. Those were a lot of fun.
Okay, Holden. Now I see why you said that.
Alright. To the green. Okay, it wasn't. I thought we were on 1 to green.
Calling other Keystone cars, giving a shit.
Don't know if we should be in 3rd or 4th gear.
I'm digging their riding with Biden team
maybe
car.
just starting 3rd for now. If we have another restart, maybe 4th. I don't know.
Is that what my car says?
I think that when I ran Volusia the other week, or whatever track it was, I want to say it was Volusia. When we restarted in 4th, it was better, I wanted to say. I honestly can't remember. Like, you don't have the acceleration, but you don't have to shift, because the shifting does slow you down quite a bit, I feel like. I think I'm just going to restart in 4th gear. But he is way off the pace truck, so he's going to be able to go like super early when it goes in, so we'll have to watch out for this. I'm interested to see if there's cautions or not, though. Especially with the new damage model, to see what kind of wrecks happen on dirt. Okay, he's trying to push us up. That's not happening. I'm going to keep my line. Did not get a great jump, but it wasn't awful. I'll be able to get to the bottom going down to turn 1, 3rd and 4th behind me hit. Just try to hook right along the bottom. Ooh, back wheels. Nope, that was like perfect. I thought my back wheels were going to hit the grass down there. It was super close. But the 9 car had a good jump. I need to not go super hard into 3 and 4 like I was in qualifying. So I think I could have ran a lower 5. I don't know if I would have ran as fast as he did though. But I definitely messed up 3 and 4 both laps. But the second lap wouldn't have mattered. First lap was the money lap. Don't know how much quicker I could have been if I didn't screw up 3 and 4. But we'll see if we can chase this guy down. I seem to have pretty good races here overall, like good finishes for the most part. Wasn't a great 3 and 4. I kind of got too low in there. And a 6 there, 634, not bad for not getting a run in on that lap too. So who knows? Maybe I could have gotten the pole if I didn't screw up 3 and 4 bad both laps. But I try not to get too low in there, get that nice slide, try to get the car straightened out a decent amount. Usually have a little bit of turn in the car to get off the corner and slide straight off. But mainly it's just letting off, trying to get to the bottom. He slid up a lot there in 1 and 2, but he's going to get a good run off the corner. I'm just hoping we can stay more consistent than he does. That's the main thing. That's the key to this race. Stay more consistent in the grip. Not a very good 3 and 4 on that time. He had a better 3 and 4 than I did. A lot better. You can see how much he pulled away there. He was too much into the slick. I hit the wall a little bit there as well. He's really sideways in that corner. Getting on the entrance. Bottom in 1 and 2 is getting really slicked off though. It's easy to slide through it. 3 and 4 is kind of the same way. Easy to overdrive the entrance and just slide up the corner. But the earlier you can get on the gas and the car pointed straight off the corner, the better for these really long straightaways. And I just don't think it's too worth it right now running the top side, just because there's still enough grip on the bottom where we could run fast enough, in my opinion. We'll have to see if anybody starts making moves up top behind us though. But I still think I'm good enough on the bottom where I can be faster than running up top. Because once you run up top, I start to like lose my touch in the car. Because I feel like when you could run where you have to let off the throttle and use more throttle control in these cars, I'm better. But once you just get like to a higher side and you're more full throttle, I just get too sideways and stuff. But the throttle control running bottom at this track is a lot of fun. The street stocks at this track are like just so much fun to me. I really enjoy them. They usually put up some good racing. He's getting like a further arc going in, like he's going in higher and getting a better run off this corner. Skim the wall there a little. So I'm trying to just keep my back wheels in the grip the whole time. He's kind of in the slick a little bit in 1 and 2 more, which is interesting. Kind of working out for him. But we got a good lead to third. You gotta really wait on the throttle when you get out in the slick. See, I got my back tire into the grass there. About said sand, I don't know why. Into the grass there, and you can see the car just like kicked out on me. It's definitely a lot slower. Coming off of turn 2. Okay, guy behind me, 1.4 back, and I know he's running a little bit higher of a line. So I'm interested to see if he'll start catching us. 1 and 2 is getting real thin down there. Like super, super thin. Might have to start venturing somewhere else in 1 and 2. Went way too deep into that corner, slid way too high. But should have a decent exit. Alright, let's start running a little higher of a line, see what happens to our lap time. Because that last lap was really bad. Especially in 3 and 4. I'm gonna try to keep my right rear just out of the grip and see what happens. That dust makes it a little hard to see. Slid really hard up that corner. Might be able to go like really high in and get like a super low exit. Might be able to. Like get the car real pointed. Okay, car really does not want to go pointed. Then you can get like a straight line off. Potentially get like a really big run down these straightaways for how long they are. I know that worked out pretty well in the 305 sprint cars and stuff like that, so trying to see if it'll work in these. Seems like I lose a little bit going on entrance, but I kind of gain on the straightaway. Okay. Kind of worked. Let's see if we can continue that. Just trying not to get too sideways going through the slick, try to get a straight line off as much as we can. They're definitely battling behind us. I'm happy to see there's been no cautions. Whether or not because there is no cautions or nobody's wrecked yet. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I might actually be reeling this guy in a little bit down these straightaways with the way I'm doing these corners. That was a really bad corner. It went super high up. Just got to keep trying to turn it to get it pointed straight. That was a very bad corner. Back end did not want to come around. I got too much in the grip was the problem. I have to like get on the brakes, let off the gas, and try to get the car turned. That felt like a pretty good 3 and 4 overall for that kind of line. Okay, really got it sideways that time because I went a little bit more lower starting in the slick, but I lost all my momentum doing that, which was not the idea. Because that did not work out at all. Gotta try to like be in the grip and then let off to get low to get the car turned. That kind of works better. I don't know how well it works if you just gas it up here, but I know there's a lot of grip. You can probably keep up the momentum. Don't know if that's more beneficial than doing the cut down line. Probably not, because it's so much further around the track from trying it. 1 and 2, it really didn't work. I lost so much momentum trying to get to the bottom there because I was just like going so hard into the corner. Oh Jesus, it just kept pushing. I'm not trying to stay out there, but it's just happening, and I'm not wanting to do that. Like, I'm really not trying to. That's the bad part. But I do think it works if you do it right. Like, the first couple laps I was doing it, I was gaining on the leader. And then I started screwing it up too much. Need to be, like, just outside the slick like that, and then start letting off to get the car to come down the track. That seems to be the best thing. Because I lose a 10th in the corner, but I ended up gaining like 2 on the straightaway. It seems to kind of work out in a way. 3 and 4 did not work out as much. Jeez, that was a big piece of dirt. Right in the face. Seems to work better in 1 and 2 than in 3 and 4. 3 and 4, I might be able to go back to the bottom and run that, to be honest. But I do like running the bottom in 3 and 4. It is very fun, and I slid up way too much because I haven't done it in so many laps. It was not a very good 3 and 4, to be honest. But the 1 and 2 seems to be pretty good up here, and I like it. But I don't know if doing the combination of the bottom 3 and 4 and then top in 1 and 2 works very well, because I'm losing all the momentum that I had before. Because having all the momentum from running the outside and getting a long straightaway helps for the 1 and 2 as well, I feel like. I don't know. I don't think I have enough laps to catch him at this point. I've only got 10 to go. Unless he starts to really screw it up. Or I find a ton of speed. But who knows? Anything could happen, I guess. I'm interested to go back and see if anybody gotten any wrecks or anything for the new damage model. I saw it a little bit in practice. Like before this race, there was a little bit of wrecking in my last practice. Kind of what you expected, like what it is on the asphalt side, like the oval side and stuff. So it's interesting to see it on dirt, because you don't really see stuff like that on dirt in this whole game so far, like since dirt's been out. They're like throwing sliders and everything on each other behind me, and they're kind of catching me at the same time. It's kind of crazy. They're losing all their time off the corner. They're gaining a ton coming in because they're throwing sliders. Oh, I hit the entrance of that. Oh, I'm gonna go too high. Nope. Okay. Back tire caught on some grip up there, like a cushion. I'm just gonna start running the absolute outside now. Just gonna grip it and rip it. Go. Trying to, as much as I can, to get up to them, see if anything works. The top's actually seeming to coming in a little bit more, because there's a little bit more of a cushion, it seems like, especially in 1 and 2. It's so easy to like slide through it though. Definitely start doing this a little too late, but that's all right. The back end just needs to turn out just a little bit more for me, like it does right there, because that is a really nice slide in 3 and 4 I like, and get a really good run off of 4. But he's just running really solid up here. Like, him getting the pole really won him this race for sure. He was definitely faster than us, but since I was behind him, I just started experimenting with things because I had so much of a lead behind me to 3rd. Trying to experiment to see what we could do to try to catch him. Nothing's really working. We're kind of just evening out on lap times right now. I might catch him the slightest bit in the laps right now, but it's not much at all. I'm gonna hit the wall just a little bit. There's a lot of a cushion up there actually right now, like to catch on the right rear tire. There's a lot of speed up there. I just don't have the time to catch him anymore. Unless he like screws up, hits the inside wall, and pushes him all the way out in 3 and 4 at one of these corners. I'm definitely catching him a little bit. I'm surprised we didn't catch this yellow lap car up here. I thought we were going to have some lap traffic from what it looked like. Oh yeah, I'm pushing it real hard now. It's just sliding straight through turn 1. Trying to get any speed I can out of it. Still making up ground behind me, because they're still throwing sliders and stuff on each other. 3 and 4 doesn't slide through as much, but it's starting to get thinner for sure. 9 car is just really fast, but that's alright. Had a good race. Happy with how it went. Wish I could have qualified a little better in 3 and 4. I don't know what kind of time I would have gotten, but it would have been interesting to see. Because he had a low 5 and I ran like a higher 5 because I screwed it up. Ran a 582 I think it was, if I remember. And he ran like a 507. So I might have made up that time, but who knows. Overall, good race. Still got 2 laps to go though. Anything can happen. I'm just trying not to completely screw it up for myself. For like the guys behind me to catch. Yeah, just staying a little bit outside the slick works pretty well too. You just don't get as much speed, it feels like. But it's safer and easier to not go up and hit the wall. So if I go like this, it just keeps pushing. But you do get a little bit more speed. So yeah, I'm not sure if there is cautions or not. I don't know if there was any wrecks, like actual wrecks or not, but we'll go into the replay and see. Because there was no cautions, which was awesome. But we just kept gaining our lead behind, which was awesome too. 9 car was just fast. He had a really good second lap. And he just ran that bottom the whole time. Good race, good win. That was fun. Just never could catch him.
Yeah, good win, Brandon. Man, what a race. I had fun, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, they were freaking throwing sliders and stuff on each other for the longest time behind me. That'll be interesting to go back and see, because they were racing hard, man. They were racing real hard. But happy to finish second with car number 2.
Dicks ruined it.
Oh. I want to go back to these guys.
I mean, there's just some hard racing in there.
Yeah, there was definitely some tough racing. I want to go and see these guys throw sliders on each other for a few laps. Dang, they were 3 wide for a little bit. 10 car was actually in second for a little while there. There was a 4 car battle for a while. Jeez, I'm almost back 10 laps, and they were just hitting perfect, like, lines, like, to run good laps. Okay, he's blinking a little bit, so let's go to, like, the 10 car. See what happens with him, because I know he drops back some. Actually, let me go to the 3, because I know he stays up here. And the 4 car is blinking a little bit. But they were throwing sliders on each other back and forth. It would have been fun to have been in this battle, but I'm happy I wasn't in the battle just because, like, it was a lot further back and it slowed them down so much. 1 car was just sliding along the wall behind them. I could see in my other screen. You'll see him coming to frame here in a minute, probably. 3 car going to throw a slider. Very slow slider. Doesn't go all the way up. 10 car gets to his outside 4. Gets a really good run. He's going to take it to the middle. Nope, go back to his outside. I thought they were going to be 3 wide there. 3 car going low. Just sliding up. Just staying in the slick, though. It actually had a decent amount of speed. That's kind of what the leader was doing in a way. They're 3 wide off of 2 there. 4 car was a little high. 10 came down a little bit also. What was the 3 doing? Oh my. What the hell? I thought the 3 stayed up here. No, he finished almost dead last. Oh, okay. He did finish dead last. What? I did not know this happened. What the hell? Like, was he just trying to get up into line or what? Because there was no room for that to happen. And the 1 car came back and started actually battling with the 4. Like, he was really fast. The 4 car throws a slider on the 10. Go back up to this battle while they're there. Right up on the wall. 10 sliding up, but the 4 stays on his outside. This, like, USA makes some really good racing. Like, it's very interesting. 4 car is blinking too, which is unfortunate. 10 car going for the slider there. Doesn't really slide up in front of him, but gets enough of a slide through the slick. Kept a lot of speed too. Seemed like that's the line. Like, kind of just going in, like, mid to low and just sliding up off the corner. Seemed to work pretty well, but the 10 and the 1 just flying on the top side. You can see the damage on that 1 car, that new damage. You can see the front end and the side scraped up, which is pretty cool. That seemed like mainly the only wreck, because that was the only guy laps down. 1 car going to take it to the middle here, 3 wide off of 4. I can't believe the 1 rebounded like he did, though. I thought with him getting hit, if I would have seen that. 4 car tries to stick to his outside, just runs straight into the back when he throws the slider. Yeah, that's the thing in 1 and 2. If you hit the curb up there, it's really fast. It's so weird. It's like so fast if you hit the like banking at the very top. 1 car doesn't really cross him over, just goes low enough to get by him. But you'll see, like, the 4 car gets all the way up at the wall, and it's like kind of like a speed boost. It's weird. He doesn't hit the wall. It just, like, hits the absolute edge and just grips and goes straight. It is so interesting on how that works. What lap are they on, though? They're on 2 to go, or 3 to go right here, coming on to 2 to go. I think the 4 car finishes ahead of him, though. But they were just throwing sliders on each other left and right and slowing each other down. They lost so much time, but hell of a race back here. 1 car stays all the way to the outside. 4 gets into him into the wall. Like, nobody's throwing a crossover on each other. They're just throwing sliders, and the other guy's just running into him. 10 tried coming up. 1 tried coming up. 10 was on his outside. 5 gets into the mix. This is getting to a mess. 5 car's actually making a move, getting up into what 5th place at this point. Gonna try to make a last lap pass for 3rd. Or no, 4th? Yeah, because the 4 car's in 3rd up there. Dang, the 5 was so fast off the exit. Holy crap, he was flying right there. How was he so fast off that exit? Like, that's so interesting the way he was running that. 1 car gets a huge run off the corner. 5 car gets a pretty big run once he started going down. Who actually got that at the line? The 1 car got him. Just barely. 0.004 over him. That's crazy. They were flying, though. You can see a little bit of the damage model there. I'll go back to the very beginning, see if there was any like big incidents. I don't know if there was. He goes too low, probably. Yeah, hits the inside wall, pushes him up. That's what I was hoping the leader would do at some point. 12 car never could get his car turned into the inside wall. You see that front end get pushed in. That's actually pretty good. That looks really good, actually. Like, the way it got pushed in, that looked really nice. I like that. Because, like, it seemed like kind of right. Because that was pointed out, and then it just got pointed back, like, it got hit and just pushed in. That looks pretty good. I like that. I really do like that. It didn't just, like, rip off the bumper or something like that. It looks good. So let's go to the next incident, see if there was more hidden. There was. Ooh, a lot of wrecking right there. Okay. What was happening with all of them? Nothing really ripped off, it looks like. 7 car got spun around. He got the worst of it, just being slowed up wise. But nobody, it looks like their front end just get damaged a lot, mainly, off all that. Because all these guys are pretty much in it. 14's in the wall. It doesn't look like too much damage throughout the field. It's just mainly the front end gets dented in a lot, which looks good. It looks really good. Don't get me wrong. That and then the side getting pretty, like, dirtied up or scraped up from hitting each other. He got his front left, and that pushed that in pretty well. It seems like the damage model is like better than it is on the oval side for these cars, at least, because like that time he should have got dented in the front, but he didn't. It kind of popped back out. That happens on this game. Yeah, that made no sense. That literally just made no sense at all. He really didn't have much damage besides like the very front right. There was a big battle back here, it seems like. 14 got that speed boost, got onto the outside of the 6. Nowhere to go, though. This is where the 4 just gets that speed boost, runs into the back of the 1. We saw these. Them just getting into each other over and over. One car coming up, 10 was getting to his outside. Like, that's just no give at the time. And that's the end of the race, so... Finished second. Good race by the 9. That was a lot of fun, but happy to finish second. Let's go see what we get out of the ratings, because I'm pretty sure this was an official race. All right, results are in. Strength of field, nearly 2,800 still. That was a very high strength of field. A lot of people registered, though. It makes sense. We gained 45, so we did gain some iRating out of it. That is nice. Still lost overall between the UMP race and this race. He had such a fast lap on lap 3. Holy crap, he was flying. But I think we had the second fastest. No, he actually had the second fastest. Nice. 6 car was really fast. He did start dead last though, so I don't know why. He was fairly fast. Would have been interesting to see him qualify and him get up here with us, because we probably would have had a pretty good battle then. But happy we gained some. Got our safety rating back from that last race too, which is nice. And then gained 45, so back over 4,200, so that's where it will be for the start of the next season. Hopefully we can try to get up to 43 and beyond. That'd be awesome. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how week 13 is treating you, if you guys got a promotion or demotion, whatever, for your license. Hopefully you guys went up and you're running whatever you want, and you have your A license everywhere. That'd be awesome, so you can run anything you please. So appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.